All right, welcome or welcome back, Aquarius and Aquarius placements. We are going to see what the message is from Spirit here for you for the month of May of 2026. So this reading is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right. So let's see here what you need to know. How we're going to do this is we are going to get three cards here from this oracle deck here to get the general vibe of what you need to know for the month. Then we'll get into tarot and we'll get an overall energy, a challenge, and a focus area for you. Okay? All right. So let's get into it for you. All right, Spirit. 3 cards here for Aquarius and Aquarius placements for the month of May. Please give us the vibe here. Okay. So the first card we have is emotions. So we have in and out, clashing like waves. Okay. Another card, please. Okay. We have signs. So spiritual contract, songs, telepathic, and dreams of them. Okay. And one more card here. Okay. We have decisions, holding back, coming towards you, indecisive, and procrastinating. Okay. So we're going to get into tarot here. And while I'm shuffling, we'll talk a little bit about these oracle cards here. So I feel like you have somebody in their emotions. Okay. I feel like this could be someone who is not used to being in emotion like this, that this person could, have more superficial, shallow relationships where they avoid emotional vulnerability. But for whatever reason, you brought this out in this person. Okay. It could be that it's just that you have this emotional connection with this person. Yeah. And I feel like you might be getting signs about this person as well. So you might be seeing this person's name. You could be hearing songs that remind you of them and vice versa. So they're feeling the same. I feel like you have a soul contract with this person. Okay. And I just got chills. Yeah. You could also even have telepathic communication with this person for some of you. Okay. So you might hear, their voice and they're nowhere around. Okay. They could be talking with you in your dream state, possibly. It does say dreams of them. So I feel like this person could be in your dreams. They could be visiting you in your dreams, things like that. Even if you don't resonate with, talking with them or, thinking of them during the day, they're still, in your dreams, things like that. There are always reminders about this person. Okay. And I feel like this person is getting the same signs about you. So this person, I feel, has a decision to make here. And I feel like the decision might have been kind of overdue, even. But this person, because I feel like they don't make decisions very well, is what I'm getting. I feel like they either don't like making decisions or they have a difficult time making decisions. And this person has been holding back as far as coming toward you. And they've been possibly holding back truths from you as well, is what I'm hearing. So they're not really sure how to come your way. I feel like they want to, but they don't know how. And so they've been procrastinating here. Okay. So let's cut the deck here and we'll get into tarot. And we'll see what Spirit wants you to know from there. Okay. All right, Spirit, 1 card, please, for the overall energy for Aquarius and Aquarius placements for the month of May 2026, please. 1 card, please. Occasionally, Spirit gives me more than 1 card, but we'll see what comes out. Okay, 1 card. What do we have? We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. 1 card, please, for the challenge for the month of May, please, Spirit, for Aquarius and Aquarius placements. 1 card, please, for the month of May. Okay, I guess we have 2. All right, so we've got the Seven of Cups and the Magician for the challenge. And one card for the focus, please, Spirit. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords for the focus. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, I do look at the 3 cards on the bottom. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. Okay. All right. So, Aquarius, I'm feeling that with the overall energy being the 9 of Swords here, I feel like this person is stressed out. This person is so much in their head. I feel like they are so stressed, they're anxious, they're overthinking. This person, I mean, they could be an air sign that you're dealing with, another Aquarius or a Gemini or a Libra possibly, or they're just in this energy. But I do feel like this person, they can't sleep. This person is not able to sleep at night. All right. And it could be because of maybe what they've done to you. They could have sabotaged this connection. Whatever had transpired here, this person is deeply, I feel, regretful, and they don't know how to fix it. Okay. So this person can't sleep. I feel like they're having nightmares. I feel like your ancestors and your guides are basically coming toward this person, and they're in their dreams, and they are not allowing this person to forget about you. Okay, so when they talk about signs, I mean, you might be getting signs. You might even be seeing, certain signs like 1111 or 222, 333, 555. I mean, you could be seeing all those sorts of signs that talk about different things here, but I feel like you might be seeing other signs as well. Okay, but I do feel like this person is also getting signs. Okay, they're not being allowed to move on from you. They're not being allowed to forget about you and forget about this connection. No, they're not. And they're in these types of emotions that they're not comfortable with them. They don't like being in the state, is what I'm feeling. And this person is very uncomfortable. And the fact is, I'm getting from Spirit is that it was this was intentional. They're being made to feel this way. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups and the Magician in the challenge here, I feel like this person manipulated things. With the Magician, I feel like there was definite manipulation. This person could have played games with you here, tried to control the narrative by manipulating things. This person could have made you feel like an option, whether you were one or not, and they kind of confused you with their words and their actions. Sometimes maybe their words and actions didn't match, so that caused confusion. They could have disillusioned you by telling you, stories about the future and what they wanted, but then they never followed through with them. Okay. So I feel that there were definite things here in it, at play that caused, whatever happened here. Okay. Because I feel like there was definitely an ending. If there hasn't been an ending yet, there will be. But I feel like for the majority of you, this person, because they're coming toward you, they're coming back. I feel like, for the majority of you, you've moved away from this person. Okay. And you've probably taken your power back. And I feel like this person wasn't expecting it. And, since especially, I feel like this person was in their emotions with you the entire time you were connecting. However, I feel like their emotions have intensified since this separation period. Okay. So, the ending here is the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords needs to be focused on because it's an ending based upon lies, deceit, and betrayal. This person put 10 swords in your back. Okay. they betrayed you. And this person, you know, I feel like you most likely had given this person everything you had. You know, you gave them all of your heart, you gave them all of your soul, and this person just betrayed you. Okay. I feel like this person, you know, they did betray you. But the thing about the 10 of Swords, it is an ending, but the question is, have the lessons been learned? Because with all, you know, connections and with all situations that we go through, there are most likely lessons involved to one degree or another. Okay. And so, you know, the question is, I feel like you all are transforming, you all are growing and learning from this situation and this connection with this person. But I feel like it's possible that this person, you know, have they learned this lesson? We'll have to see, right? Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands here on the bottom. And so I feel like, you know, I feel like you both do want to work on this. Okay, now for some of you, this could be someone that you work with as well. All right, but take that as it resonates. But I do feel like you both do want to work on this connection deep down. Okay, because with the 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, those are both cards of working things out, working together. Okay, but the problem is that with the 2 of Wands, you know, you're kind of at a standstill here where, you know, neither party knows how to move forward. Okay, which direction do you go? You know, how do we do this? Okay, all right. So let's see what we can do as far as clarifying here. Okay, all right. So Spirit, as far as the 9 of Swords for the overall energy, please give us 3 cards to clarify. 3 cards to clarify the 9 of Swords, please, Spirit. Okay. Whew. All right. That's no bueno. Okay. A bunch of cards fell on the floor. I'll look at them, but we're not going to take them all. Okay. So 2 cards actually came out. We have the 8 of Wands and we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. I am going to get another card here, but the cards that flew on the floor here, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, the 4 of Cups, the King of Cups, Temperance, the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So before I even get another card here, looking at these cards, yeah. Okay. So I feel like this person kind of took their time here, and you know, it's possible that maybe they took forever making decisions, maybe progressing this connection, maybe they took forever to even come back your way. So you all might have been separated for quite a while, even. Okay, at this point. So there could have been an ending, and it's possible that, you know, maybe this person just took their time, okay, thinking that you would be there forever. They do obviously have a deep love here for you, and you most likely as well for them. But the Lovers is about a decision here. And obviously this person made a decision to maybe choose someone else or something else over you, okay, or prioritize something or something else over you. With the 4 of Cups, obviously this has become a missed opportunity, but this person does have love for you here. Like I said, again, with the King of Cups. They do want to make things right and balance things out, but you do have your guard up, okay? Understandably so. And it's possible that, you know, this person was giving to more than one situation with the 6 of Pentacles, and change was definitely needed in this connection. Okay. I also feel with the Wheel that this person, you know, you had this person in your life, you know, you met them for a reason. Okay. And you know, we do have spiritual contract here. So I feel like you both have a soul contract with one another. Okay. So you were destined to meet each other here and have some sort of experience here with one another. Okay. One more card, please, for clarifying the 9 of Swords, Spirit. Okay. Like just one, not a bazillion. Okay, we've got strength. All right, on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. All right, so for the overall energy here, like I said, we've got the Nine of Swords here. So I feel like, this person is having sleepless nights, okay? This person does want to communicate here with you, okay? They do want to communicate. We do have, where they want to come towards you. They want to communicate. They are feeling extremely burdened by what they've done here, the way they've treated you. It could be that they have other things going on in their life that you don't know about that are also burdening them. But the way that they've treated this connection, and now the way that they're feeling the guilt and the way that they're feeling after, it's compounding this feeling of burden. Okay. So I feel like they're also burdened by knowing that they need to contact you, but they don't know how. We have the holding back, but indecisive and procrastinating. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here. And it's really burdening them. They don't know how to come your way. So, with strength, yeah, they're trying everything they can to hold back here. Okay. So this person wants to come your way, but they're holding back. Okay. With the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like, they keep going back and forth. 1 minute they're like, yeah, I'm going to go toward the collective or toward Aquarius. And then the next minute they're like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Not right now. Maybe tomorrow. Okay. So they're kind of going back and forth. They don't know how to do it, what to do. Okay. So they're basically holding back and they're procrastinating. All right. I feel like part of this is also because of their emotion or their emotional state that they're in because of you. So, okay. So 3 cards, please, to clarify the Seven of Cups and the Magician, please, Spirit. Okay. All right. So we have the Empress, the Ace of Wands, and the Tower. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Cups. Okay. All right. So I am feeling, as I was saying earlier, with the Seven of Cups and the Magician as the challenge position here, I feel like this person sabotaged this connection. Okay. They brought toxicity here into this connection with you. They made you feel like an option. They played games. They manipulated things. Okay. I feel like this person really they really want this passionate beginning with you. Okay. Now, whether you have whatever your resonate with your connection being with this person, whether it's something where it barely got off the ground or, maybe you were married to this person. I'm not sure. But this person, I feel like you both actually want a new passionate beginning. So the passion in this connection is not the problem. Okay. And I feel like in a way it kind of is, because even though you both have passion for one another, which, obviously you both are magnetically attracted to one another. Okay. You might even have a past life with this person, but the chemistry is off the charts. The magnetism is off the charts. That's, obviously not really a problem per se, but it can be, because I feel like, this person was so magnetized by you. They really didn't know how to handle these emotions, and they really treated you the way that they are used to treating people. I feel like they're used to treating people by manipulating things the way that fits best, and sometimes, putting people in competition with one another to satisfy their ego. Okay. So I do feel like, this person really did, they really did mess this up, because then they fumbled you because they were focused on the passion. And I feel like even in the beginning, I feel like maybe when this person met you, they felt like it was more lustful and it wasn't actual love. For some of them, they've maybe never even felt what real love was until they met you. Okay. So, this person felt like it was lustful. It was all about passion here with the Ace of Wands. They were like, okay, cool. I'll have a passionate beginning here with this person. Sure. Add them to the list. Who knows how many people this person had on the side. I'm not sure. I don't have the Knight of Wands out here per se, but I do feel like, this person did make you an option, or they at least made you feel that way. Okay. So we do have the Empress here, and I feel like this person sees you. Okay. I had the Empress come out in another reading, as clarifying the challenge position. And I'm kind of getting the same energy where, and I don't remember which reading it was. So I would point you to that reading if I remembered, but I don't remember. But I do feel like with the Empress, I feel like this person, especially when they got to know you, this person sees you as a total package. Male or female, doesn't matter the gender, but this person sees you as basically their perfect person. Okay. And so I feel like they're intimidated by you. Okay. I feel like it is possible for some of you out there that maybe there was an external party, like a baby mama, baby daddy kind of thing. I also feel that it is possible that this person's parent or mother was a significant influence here in this connection, possibly. Take that as it resonates. But and I also feel that maybe for one or two of you, as I did in the other reading I did, I feel like, it is possible for one or two of you out there that maybe you are pregnant with this person's child. Okay. Because the Empress is a mother or mother figure. But, if those don't resonate with you, or whether they do or not, actually, it doesn't really matter. The Empress is basically, this person sees you, they put you on a pedestal, basically. Okay. And you are like the perfect person to this person. And I feel like they were not expecting you to be that. I don't feel like they were expecting you to be this type of presence in their life. And it really shook things up for them. All right. You basically shook this person's world up, and you put them in their emotions like they've never been before. All right. So yeah, you brought a tower into this person's life, and this person was not expecting it, and they don't know how to handle it. Okay. And so when this happened, this person reacted by going to their go-to. And I feel like their go-to is to kind of put people in a position where they're manipulated, okay, so that, maybe it feeds this person's ego, or it allows this person to feel like they're getting attention or validation or something like that. Okay. But yeah, they definitely played with you here, unfortunately. And like I said, they could have made you feel like an option. They did that to an Empress. You don't do that to an Empress. Okay. And they also possibly put you in competition with other people. And there's no competition with an Empress. No, you don't do that. With the Two of Cups on the bottom here, this is a high level soulmate connection. You might feel like this is your divine counterpart. And unfortunately, this person fumbled you. And I feel like now that you're in separation, or, for the few of you that haven't left yet, I mean, it will happen that, this person's going to realize it too late, that you are their person. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. It's unfortunate. Okay. So the Ten of Swords, Spirit. 3 cards to clarify, please. 3 cards. Okay. There we go. All right. So we've got the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Cups. Okay. So as far as the focus here, what Spirit wants you to focus on for the month of May. So there, like I said, I think for the majority of you, there already was an ending here. And the ending is basically based on lies, deceit, betrayal. Okay. This person didn't treat you right. Okay. Spirit wants you to remind yourself that you are the Queen of Cups. Okay. So I know that, you're an air sign or you have air in your chart here, but, we can all embody all of the elements at any point. So I'm pretty certain that you all are very loving people and you have this sense of unconditional love about you that you showed this person that they've never felt before. Okay. And maybe you feel like you want to close off your heart chakra and you don't want to love again. Maybe you were doubting your intuition, things like that with this person. But Spirit wants you to stay in that Queen of Cups energy. Okay. Stay in that loving, nurturing energy where you're following your intuition and you're just loving toward everything and every person you meet. Okay. Don't let this ending get you down. Okay. With the Six of Wands, you're going to have a lot of success here in your life. You have success coming your way. Okay. I feel like for some of you, you might be starting a new venture or a new business here, and that will take off. But whether you resonate with that or not, I feel like you do just overall have a lot of success coming your way here. Okay. I feel like, it might be this connection, once you left it, once you pulled away, and once you closed the door on this, and took your power back, I feel like that possibly opened the door here for success to come your way here. Okay. Because Spirit does want you to know that you do have something coming that is going to bring you the 10 of Cups for you. So, for some of you, that could be another connection. For some of you, it could be something work-wise or just something else in your life that is very emotionally fulfilling to you. And I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on that. Okay. So focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on your loved ones. Focus on just spreading the love and light that you always do. Okay. Because you do have a lot of success coming your way and a lot of emotional fulfillment. Okay. Because of all the good karma that you have coming your way here. Okay. It is easy to, sit there and feel like you're down in the dumps because you have regret about this situation or about what maybe transpired here. Possibly if you had a part in any of this in one way, like maybe you were an overgiver, or maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, if I hadn't done this or I hadn't said that. Don't focus on that. Okay. Spirit doesn't want you to focus on that. It's easy to focus on the things that we regret. But take this as a learning opportunity and, move forward and just focus on yourself. I'm feeling like focus on yourself, focus on things that make you happy and the things that you're passionate about, and success and emotional fulfillment is coming your way. Okay. So this person, I feel like they want to come back. I'm not 100% convinced here that this person is going to do that in the month of May. I don't really have any cards that show that. So I feel like this person does want a new passionate beginning with you, but they're intimidated and this person is procrastinating. So if you're looking forward to them coming back for one reason or another, I don't know for sure at this point if it's going to happen this month, but okay. All right. Well, Aquarius, I hope that this reading helped and brought you some clarity and insight. And if you do feel like it resonated, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care and namaste.